Hello guys, today we will discuss more about the timestamp based protocol, and the topic which comes under is the ordering. So we have already discussed the introduction part of the timestamp based protocol. Let's discuss what is ordering, which is the main part of this topic. Let's see. We order conflicting read and write operations by using the following rules. In this timestamp based protocol ordering, we have to order the conflicting read and write operations. What are the conflicting read and write operations? Suppose we have two transactions T1 and T2. So we have already discussed the conflicting operations, which says if transaction T1 is reading, then there should not be write operation. If it is writing, that means there should not be the read operation. If transaction T1 is writing, that means T2 should not be writing operation. So if they are doing that, that means these are the conflicting operations. Okay, so we will look after these operations here. How? See, suppose we have a transaction Ti and it wants to execute the read operation on a variable. Suppose we have a transaction Ti and it wants to execute read operation on a variable. So then two cases comes under that, which is if timestamp, if ts, that is a timestamp of Ti, is less than the write operation on a variable by the another transaction, that is a timestamp, then RA, that is a read operation, is rejected. Suppose we have a timestamp of Ti is less than the timestamp of write operation on a variable, which means, suppose we have an example. Suppose we have a Ti transaction, okay, its timestamp is 6, and we have a transaction Tj which timestamp is 9. According to that means, so this Tj is performing the write operation on this one, okay. Then after that, this Ti comes and says it wants to read operation on A. Then we will say that please then read RA is rejected and roll back. Then we will reject this operation and roll back, because Ti tries to read the value of A, which is overwritten by any other Tj. That means it is trying to read the value of A which is overwritten by the another transaction. So that is not possible here, because suppose in this read A, suppose this transaction have already read some others value of variable A, that means it will come and think that oh, this is the changed value, somebody has interfered in the transaction and updated the value. That means it has to be rolled back and start its working from the start. Okay guys, so this is the all about the how if that timestamp of Ti is less than the right timestamp of A, then means it is rolled back again. In the next case, suppose if timestamp of Ti is greater than or equal to the right timestamp of A, okay, right timestamp of A, then RA is executed. Then we will execute this one, and remember, read TSA, that is a read operation done by the Ti, which says that is set to the timestamp of maximum Ti. We will update this Ti here to the Ti, okay, TS to the Ti. We will update this timestamp to Ti. Okay guys, let's see how we will confirm this one. Suppose we have a transaction Tj whose timestamp is 29, and we are applying on Ti which timestamp is 65, which is greater than this one, and this less than what transaction is performing has performed write operation first, and then the read operation is requested by the Ti. Then will be allowed this one, because this transaction has come first and updated its values. It's okay with that. Then the transaction Ti come and wants to read this value, so it's okay. Okay guys, and for the equal value, which means that suppose a transaction which has the same equal timestamp, that means that transaction Ti is first write operation, then want to read, okay, then want to read, that means that the same transaction is coming for the write and then the read one. Okay, then there is another scenario that when Ti wants to write operation, it has read operations but it wants to write now for the write operation. Then what are the cases? Suppose if timestamp of Ti is less than the read Ts, that means it wants to write, and we are comparing with the read one. Okay, so if the timestamp of Ti is less than the read of Tsa, then we will reject Wa, that is the write operation by the Ti will be rejected and roll back, because a variable, that is a spelling mistake, a variable is previously used by another transaction. That means some other transaction is already has used this variable and updated have read this has used this variable, that means rollback avoid here inconsistent analysis problem. So if we roll back this one, it helps in avoiding the inconsistent analysis problem. Let's see the example. This ti is timestamp is less than the another one, that means the ti is less than, so this is 7. Let's suppose there is another transaction tj which has more than ti, then its timestamp is now 9. Okay, so here it is requesting for the write operation, but it is already read by some other transaction first. That means it is a problem here because it is trying to write its value, and same problem come here in this way. So that's why we are saying the inconsistent analysis problem will come here. Okay guys, in the next scenario we have the we want to write operation by ti, but somebody has already written on that variable. So let's suppose what happened here. Suppose ti is less than timestamp of ti is less than the write of a timestamp, then we will do w, that is write operation will be rejected again, and roll back. We will roll back because ti tries to write the obsolete value of a, that means some others value who has already written on that transaction, okay, on that variable. So we are trying to again write that value which is the absolute value, so it will be a quite problem. So it avoids lost update problem. If we roll back, then it avoids lost update problem. Let's suppose we have transaction ti which timestamp is 11, then tj which has the timestamp 16. Okay, according to that, so tj has performed the write operation latest or recently, then ts come and want to write operation on a after that this. So it has already written and we are trying another written value, that means another obsolete, we are trying the obsolete value of a. So it create a problem here of lost update problem. So which update we have to use, that is making a confusion here. For in the third scenario, if otherwise execute wts, so it says that if we have some other condition, so we can execute this ts, that is write operation on ta variable. But if we have these three conditions, that is the conflict, read and write operations, then we have to follow this scenario for avoiding the inconsistency or some other problems created by the concurrency. Okay guys, so this is all about timestamp based protocol in this ordering. In the next video we will discuss the advantages and disadvantages of this timestamp based protocol. So guys, be ready with that video. And guys, this video is helping you, then please like and share this video and subscribe the channel. Thank you.